ﷺ is the truth. And in reality, for the people of Tahqiq, it's all these three meanings and many other meanings included within this pronoun annahu. It's not just one. It's all of them. It's multiple meanings into one pronoun. And so for the people of Tahqiq, for the Sufis, for the awliya, understanding the realities of the spiritual world is intricately intertwined with knowing our own realities, with knowing our inner self. And this is based both on a classical philosophical concept, which is known as the microcosm and the macrocosm. The microcosm means the small universe, and the macrocosm means the large universe. And Greek philosophers understood the microcosm, the small universe, to be the human being. The human being is a small universe in himself. And the macrocosm to refer to the larger world. And they understood that there is a correspondence between the microcosm and the macrocosm. That whatever exists in this large cosmos, in the universe, exists in the small universe, the human being as well. And whatever exists in the small human being of faculties and perceptions and senses also exists in the large cosmos. And the large cosmos, the universe, is like a big body. It's like a big human being. We have narrations in prophetic narrations, hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, that affirm this, that are either attributed to the Prophet ﷺ or attributed to Sayyidina Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, karramallahu wajhuh, may Allah ennoble his face, when he said, فيك الداء فيك والدواء فيك تحسب أنك جرم صغير وفيك انطوى العالم الأكبر. That the healing is in you, or the sickness is within you, and the cure is within you. You perceive yourself to be a small thing, when in reality within you is folded the entire universe. Okay, so you perceive yourself to be a small thing, when in reality within you is folded the entire universe. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also tells us in the Qur'an, in Surah Al-Anbiya, it says, يَوْمَ نَطْوِي السَّمَاءَ كَطَيِّ السِّجِلِّ لِلْكُتُبِ. It says, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, on the day that we will fold the heavens and the earth like the folding of a book, like the closing of a book. And this is a powerful analogy. This is a powerful, powerful metaphor, because this allowed the people of Tahqiq, the awliya, to extend this analogy between the large universe, the cosmos, and the human being to also include the Qur'an. To also include the Qur'an. So now, the Qur'an is just like the large cosmos is a big human being, and the human being is a small universe. The human being and the cosmos, the universe, are also books. Since Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes the universe, the cosmos, as a large book, that it will be folded like the closing of a book, and the human being is a small universe, that means the human being is also a small book. And Sayyid Shaykh al-Akbar Muhyiddin ibn Arabi discusses this in the Futuhat. He says, look, the human being is nothing but a word, kalima. He says he's nothing but a word, a kalima. Every letter of this word is a part of his body. Every letter of his word is a part of his body. And a sentence with a word, with this word in it, is a day in the life of the human being. And then a paragraph or a page in the book of the human being is basically a stage in his life. And then when his life ends, or he transitions, a chapter is closed and another one opens. So now we have this correspondence, we have this analogy between, for the people of Tahqiq, for the awliya, between the Qur'an, the human being, and the universe, the cosmos. And the reason this analogy is important is it grants us a peek, an insight into something which we miss in our modern religious education, which is that we don't discuss these correspondences. For many people today, the world of the Qur'an, the world of the spirits, the world of the angels is distant and too sacred away from the physical material existence, the physical world. But for the people of tahqiq, for the awliya, and this is true for the awliya living today, as it is for the awliya living in the past, that they perceived and understood the physical world, the physical flesh of the human being to be a metaphor, like the tip of the iceberg in the water of the ocean. When you see the tip of the iceberg, that's like seeing the physical flesh of a human being. But the reality of the human being lies under the ocean. It's not what you see up top is only something small, but the reality, and this is what Sayyidina Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib, Akramallahu wajhu, was referring to, that the al-alam al-akbar, the greater world is unfolded, but it's folded underneath the ocean that you can't see with the naked eye. You have to dive into the ocean in order to see the reality of the things that appear in this world. And so the human being has a deeper reality than just his appearances. The universe has a deeper reality than just what we see. Be that even the planets and the stars, there is a deeper reality to those than just what appear to the naked eye. And the Qur'an has a deeper reality than just what appears to the naked eye. And I think what we can do for the rest of the session today, because I think we only have about 30 minutes per session, is discuss one way in which the people of tahqiq, the awliya, understood the hierarchy of the connection, the intimate connection between Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and this human being. And this hierarchy, which is known as al-hadarat al-khams, or the 5 divine presences, is a classification that the people of tahqiq, the awliya, developed from their own kashf, from their own unveiling of realities, from their own understanding of realities, in order to have some type of classification so that people can understand how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala connects with the world, communicates with the world. And this grants us the most vivid peek into the difference between how the awliya perceive the universe from how we perceive the universe. Because today, when we think of the connection that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has to the world, we place Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we emphasize too much transcendence, tanzih. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, although He has complete dominion and influence and control of the world, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in no way is intimately connected to the world. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the world of the angels and the spirits is distant from our world. Because our world, we think of it as being too mundane, too filthy, to mingle with the world of the spirits, much less the world of the being of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we can certainly say with certitude that this neat division, neat separation between our world, the physical world and the world of the spirit and the being of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.